Hello, everybody. Welcome back to CCSN Snacktime. It is Benjamin Parris and Matt Weiss. Joined today, you can see on the bottom of your screen, Carly Thompson from girls basketball. Carly, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing really well. It's a pleasure to be talking to you.
Yeah, you guys too.
So the biggest news that I can't ignore is obviously your commitment to Fort Hays State University. It was a long time coming, but how excited are you to announce that in kind of an awkward way because I know we've seen some other girls do that the past few weeks, but usually, you're with your friends, you see them at school and you celebrate, but how was it to announce your commitment during this time?
Well, it was really exciting. I got to have some really good phone calls with the coaches and some of the other girls on the team, and it just felt like a really good fit. And so I decided to pull the trigger and commit. And my team came by and with like a parade and celebrated me, and that was really, really awesome. Like that was amazing that they were able to do that. And yeah, it's kind of weird because I haven't visited the school that I just committed to, so I just kind of had to go with my gut feeling, and I'm really glad I did that. So yeah.
Now, it was on Twitter, there was some kind of poll where they won the best D2 arena in the nation. How excited are you to play there, and what have you heard about it?
I've heard like the best things about it. Just it's kind of like a small town, so everyone comes out to support the women's team, and Coach Hobson has done amazing things with their program and like really created like a champion environment, and like the community and the school knows that, and so to kind of like see something like that, a poll like comparing how much support Fort Hays could get was really really cool, and so that's really exciting to have the opportunity to play like that.
And we know that Coach Evans came from Kansas before he came to
Yeah.
Cherry Creek. What have you heard about living in Kansas?
Um, just kind of like you're in the middle of nowhere, but we were able to go to the Pittsburgh State camp this summer and kind of like see what it's like to have a college in a small town, and yeah, it just seemed like something that I would really love to be a part of, and so it's kind of cool. It's kind of like I'm going back to my coach's roots, even though that's not where he came from, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I was curious with the drive-by the other day, your team. I watched the video probably several times because it's just one of those feel-good Rex Chapman type tweets. Like this is the content I'm here for. And I was curious if that was a total surprise to you when they drove by.
Yeah, it was. So, like at 8 o'clock, how people go outside and howl for like when the doctors like switch their shifts. So my mom was like, they're doing it at 7 tonight. So like we need to go out to the front to do it. And so I was like, I thought it was at 8, but like, okay. So I just like went along with it and did it. And then Coach Candace came around the corner like honking and stuff. And I was like, what is that? And like my mom was like, that's for you. And then like I saw everyone. And so it was just like a complete surprise. And it was so awesome.
Yeah, because I saw at the end of it, well, you could see your reaction as it was going on, and then kind of as the last car drove by and you were crying and you hugged your dad. I mean, that was awesome, and it seemed
Yeah,
like
yeah, it was really, really cool.
so that was cool.
Yeah.
You're obviously at home for a reason right now, and one of those reasons has to do with your season getting cut short. And obviously, as sad as that is, in the days following that, and I know Romy Bean did a story about it, and you guys were all at Jana's house and stuff like that. But how close is the team's bond? And it's quite physically obvious, but as being a part of it, what does that mean to you as the time on your court at Cherry Creek has come to an end?
Um, well, obviously, like, it was really disappointing that the game got canceled, but just kind of, like, have my family to, like, lean back on and, like, go through that together meant everything, and, like, we've gotten through it, it is what it is. Everyone in, like, the whole country is going through that right now, so we just kinda had to count our blessings and move on together and just accept that it was for the best of everyone.
And what do you think your everlasting memories are going to be playing on that team? We can get just being on campus in a second, but uh, you know, that was one of the most special teams, and you guys had this thing as a basketball team that was able to rally the school, and especially at the Coliseum last year. It wasn't possible this year because of restrictions, but when everyone came out and there was like 2.5 student sections at the championship last year, what did that mean to you guys just to be able to rally everyone together?
I think that was like probably one of the highlights of my high school career. Like that was so cool to like see so many people come out and support us, and like in the days following, like everyone congratulating us and just showing us so much love. And like that was just like kind of a really cool moment where it's like we brought this team from something so small to something so big. And it was just really cool to have everyone support us. Like we appreciate our fans so much, and especially like everyone who had come to all the games where there was only a few students there, and then even the kids who came to just the championship game was really, really cool to have them there.
And anyone who follows you on social media has probably seen the picture of you in the Cherry Creek cheerleading outfit early on. What's your Cherry Creek story and just being on campus and going to class every day? What's your everlasting memories about that?
I mean, I've grown up in the Cherry Creek system. I played Little Bruins basketball. I was a cheerleader. I played Little Bruins lacrosse. You know, I've like been raised a Bruin, and so like to finally be in high school and have so many cool memories with everyone, like it's unforgettable. And I'm so glad I've like had time at Creek, and I wouldn't have want to go to high school anywhere else.
Yeah, we're thankful that you were part of Creek. I was part of Creek the whole way through, and definitely recognize how special it is to be at this point of your career. I didn't have nearly as much success as you athletically. But the one thing I definitely had similar, and that's more bigger than wins and losses and state championships even, are the friendships. Talk a little bit just about how close you are with, I mean, this girls team was special, obviously, with all that you accomplished on the stat sheet, but getting to see you guys behind the scenes the past few years and kind of just the bond you have and the easygoingness, you know, those are things that are going to last forever. If you just talk a little bit
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, completely. I mean, like, well, me and Jana have been together since day one, and so that is something like extremely special to me. And then obviously having our third senior, Callie, come in our junior year was just kind of like the cherry on top. And so to just kind of have us three and then all of our like little children that we just kind of like got to like grow up with, like Abby, I've known Abby for forever, and like they're just like my little kids, and we're just like one big family. And then to have such an amazing coach like Clint come in and really like do something special with our program is just like incredible. And so like I would say they're my family even off the court. They'll be my family till the day I die. You know, we're so supportive of each other, and there's just nothing like it. And I know like this girls team is really like special, but even like when I played volleyball, like the girls on those teams and like the track teams, like the environment at Creek has just been unmatchable.
And I know you still went on your spring break trip. Of course, that was with Jana, but what other things have you been doing at home?
Man, just, you know, trying to fill up the time. I've been doing some online school now since they started that, working out, trying to spend as much time as I can outside, even though it's snowing now, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, just kind of trying to fill up the time with productive things.
Are you doing anything on Netflix? Any good shows right now?
I've watched some Tiger King. I've tried to watch some shows. It's just like it's just hard for me to sit down and just like watch shows like that. I just without practice and everything, I'm just so like antsy. But yeah, Tiger King is definitely a good one.
I saw that earlier in the year, a post somewhere or a retweet somewhere, you coaching a youth girls team. What's that all about? Which is awesome. I wish my
So yeah, totally. So one of my elementary school teachers, her daughter has a daughter, so her granddaughter, and I've like grown up with them. They're like family friends, and they were starting a girls team, and her mom was coaching it, and she was like, do you want to help me like coach these girls? Like it's in this little league, like kind of similar to YMCA, which is what I grew up doing. And I was like, yes, absolutely. And so I just started coaching them. It was just on Sundays, and it was amazing. And we got to go by the elementary schools during basketball season to like visit the elementary school kids, and they're all in the Creek feeder system. So I would like get to see them at lunch some days. And yeah, it was really, really special. And they actually ended up coming to almost every single one of my games. And so that was like really, really cool. And it was a really great opportunity to be able to inspire like young girl athletes, because especially like basketball, they say girls basketball is like a dying sport. And so it was so refreshing to like see young girls so excited to play and like get better every time we practiced.
Yeah, it's really cool that you did that. And I would say, I mean, I don't spend much time hearing about girls basketball being a dying sport, but I'd be interested to see over the course of the next 10 years the legacy that you guys have left. Because at your games over the course of the past 2 years, I mean, you look around, there are all these little girls wearing their Creek jerseys with signs for you guys and, waiting after games to get pictures and autographs. I mean, it's been really cool to watch that. And they're not just the team that you coached. I've seen multiple different teams, even have some people that I know and their daughters, they know your guys' names and want to meet you guys. So I think what you guys have done for girls basketball in our community is we're gonna see the ripple effect over the course of the next 10 years. So I mean that's really
Yeah.
cool. You'll be able to look.
Yeah, and I mean Jana, like so many little girls and boys look up to Jana so much. She's just like a once in a decade type player, and so it's been really, really special to have her on our team and like see the kind of effect she's had like on the girls basketball community.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Thanks. So it is snack time. Just had mine handed to me. But what does everyone have for snack today?
Easter candy.
That's awesome.
What about you? Nice. Yeah, I got whole wheat matzah today. Happy Passover, everybody out there. So yeah, if you remember one thing off the basketball court, it could just be walking the halls, going to football games, stuff like that. What is your favorite thing about the whole Creek experience?
Well, I'm a sucker for football games. I love the football games. I think that really shows like the Creek community. I mean, everyone comes out to the football games. We have such like a great football team, and so that's definitely been one of my highlights. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna miss Creek football games so much.
Little known fact for those people watching, she was a stand-in for CCSN at Mullen this year. She was working our field cam, which was awesome. Beautiful.
Yeah,
night.
that was so much fun with Talia. Yeah.
There's a few things we haven't done before, but we got to pop a few things up we'll show the video too during this episode.
Yeah, got some great photos of them working the camera.
Yeah.
So Carly, thanks for coming on Snack Time. It's always great talking to you. We're going to wish you best of luck in Kansas. If anyone wants to visit her, it's 4.5 hours down I-70. So Not too bad. All things, it's closer than KU. And a lot of people know Libby Switzer who thought that KU was in Kansas. It's not. But 4.5 hours, you can go see Carly play basketball. And thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being such a positive role model and always being the smiling face on campus, no matter what. It's been fun to share all the time.
I'm going to miss you guys.
We'll miss you too. We already do.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Carly.
All right. You're welcome. See you guys later.
See ya.